everybody, Ahmed aka Fro Fighter, back with some more Scott Pilgrim EX. Last time when we started out, we'd beaten two bosses, last time beating the Kariyanagi twins. We're playing through as Lucas Lee, so let's see exactly where we left off here. Yeah, this is where we were. Oh wow, I didn't realize I left off with such little health. Alright, next up was going to the shopping area then. Go to no account video. Alright, where was... That's Tricky D's. Okay, there it is, yeah. Too busy spinning to look at the look at the shops. That ringtone. Yeah, has to clarify that he is indeed young Neil. I guess Scott christening him as Neil hasn't been canonized yet in this universe. Alright, let's go. Gengoose. I see enemies. Whoa. Took a bit of a... Ah, that's why. Okay, she has that thing. Oh, man, got some nasty items here. Gotta be careful. Oh, hey, Dante. Scorpion Lao over here, really. Or Scorpion Raiden, whichever one. This weapon's really good. Like, the fact that it just fires off projectile. Of course he has to bring another one, right? You done? Oh, okay. Well, why was the music not playing up until that point? Alright, it's all good. Cover a bit of health off of that heart. Just stay focused here so I don't get swarmed. Got him. Nice and easy. Right. Got to send out a little message here. Yes, heavily professional streamer hours on point here. Yeah, like I said in the first video, or if you guys didn't see that, if you come through the first time, I'm just really here to play games that I enjoy, share my experience and my reactions, especially, you know, especially if it's a game I'm really looking forward to, like this one. I waited 2 months till I got everything set up to do this. I have a lot of cash I should probably get. But yeah, because Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is just a really important game to me. Like, it was a game that released at just the right time for me, and a game with a lot of precious memories. So yeah, it's really cool to me that I'm able to play its sequel like this. Oh, hold on. You still get the stat buffs from consuming the same food more than once. I was wrong about that last time I played. Okay. Alright, so we know how to grind now, in case we want to do that. I just saw something that I want to be sure of. Let's see. Okay, so when I did the jab off the run, it increased my damage like over 100, over 10-fold, I want to say. Oh, I don't know, I was about to say 100-fold, but I guess because saying 100-fold just sounds really powerful. But yeah, like the jab did 54 damage. I don't know if it was because I was running or because it's a counter hit. Yeah, because the Kunio style games like Scott Pilgrim, River City Girls, whatever, they tend to have like these little mechanics on how damage can change based on certain circumstances. So that is something to keep in mind. Alright, so we want to... I guess young Neil's in the house now that we've rescued him. Crush you. Oh, okay, I guess we're... establishing a better combo game. I should have blocked that. Gotta make sure I don't let him block a whole bunch of attacks and do that to me again. Okay, still got a decent bit of health left here. I guess he functions as a normal enemy. He's like a mini-boss who's probably going to become... Okay, I thought maybe that could break his guard. But this is probably... Oh, okay, I didn't think he would track me if I went off axis from him. But yeah, this guy's probably going to become a normal enemy later on in the game. Kind of how these things work in beat-em-ups. Yay, more strength. Alright, young Neil, what you got? Into that portal. Okay, so into this exact portal. Let's see. Yeah, we're here where we originally met up with Metal Scott. So I'm going to talk to Virtual Wallace here. I guess this one's a super tutorial. Let's see how it goes. Yes, you saw there that did 56 damage. And when I did it normally, it did like 4 when I first hit him. So there's got to be something behind that. Okay, yes. Zappo. That's a new enemy. Oh. Okay, want to be careful with that. That's obviously a pretty hazardous attack. Oh, is that me armoring through and taking damage? That's a lot of damage to concede there. Alright. Throws controlling the space as they always have in beat-em-ups. Does more strength make you throw things farther? Yeah, see, on a short run up, that jab did 21. I gotta keep paying attention to that, see whether that's an actual mechanic or if I'm just hallucinating. Hello, not Mega Man. Whoa, okay, yeah. I didn't pay attention to which lane these guys were spawning on. This time around, I just kind of defaulted to them sticking to the same lanes. Alright, what now? Am I supposed to stop this thing? Okay, yeah, what I tell you guys. Mini-boss immediately becomes a normal enemy. Oh, he just blocked me. Okay. Okay, so I still took a bit of damage there, but that's way better than the 20 plus I took earlier. I should be a bit less stingy with my GP, like use my supers and all that. I'm only using them to like break out of stuff. Maybe I should use them against moves that are harder to deal with. Okay. Okay, so not all riffs are going to be on the same instruments. So each time we're going to get a new instrument and a new riff that's going to help us unlock an area. We had the electric guitar and, not the bass rather, last time. And we used that to open a door before. Unglitch the door. I guess that makes sense. Right, who are you? Steph Nordegroff. Oh, yeah, that's Neil Nordegroff. That's Neil's last name, so that's his sister, I guess. Oh. Yeah, that's what they're there for. Shoulder to good use since it stretches forward pretty far, so I can hit enemies that are hiding behind others. And I'm doing a lot of things that where I'm not entirely sure if they're on command or if they're situational follow-ups. Okay, so I'm going to want to unglitch the door in the shopping area, the one to the no account store. It might be that I've raised my strength a lot pretty quickly, but I am beating down enemies really quickly. Like, they're barely surviving any hits from here. From me, rather. Yeah, didn't get the best of sleep last night, so... You know, might not be as coherent as I'd like to be. Alright, tricky knees. Let's... That recovers GP only, but I've got a lot of cash, so let's get some agility on here. And get to full health while upping our strength a bit more. Alright, yeah. You gotta wonder, like... Yeah, but I do feel that we're definitely getting faster as the agility score goes. Masterpiece. Didn't that sound delightful? Okay, you're welcome. So that's where we're going to rescue Kim from. Okay, so... Right, I forgot to try buying any of these before from no account. Let's see what... Okay. Ooh, these are... That's a good buff. And, just barely can't afford another one. Wait, are these... Okay, no, these just straight up buff our stats. We're level 95, whatever that means after starting at level 16. The level system I'm not quite getting here. Okay. Little star cut in there. Oh, hey, Lisa Miller. You're here again. Simon Lee. Kim's high school boyfriend that Scott made up a whole giant story about him being like some kind of gigantic final boss character when really he was just a nerd that he beat up for Kim's affections. Was that exploding? Or was he carrying a bomb? Was that exploding volleyball? Okay, yeah, I gotta watch out. With my high strength now, I'm assuming that if I hit things, they could like ricochet off the walls and do a lot of damage to me. It was actually really easy to just kill yourself in versus the world, exactly like that. Alright. Okay, so that's a good way to do this move on command. Like that, but yeah, it costs GP, so I'm gonna want to be careful with that. It would be nice to be able to just use that whenever I like, because that big skateboard swing is definitely one of the best moves he's got. At least as far as I can tell. Nice little accidental combo here. That was pretty smooth. Alright, oh, probably want to use any of these as a platform. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that him? Oh, never mind, that's not him. Got my hair colors mixed up there, or rather I couldn't see it because of the action prompt up there. See, right there, I'm pressing up and heavy. Sometimes, after 2 quick attacks, it's resulting in a throw. I guess I have to be in position. No, that didn't work out. So many vegans. Oh, Z. A very straightforward reference to this enemy type from both Final Fight and Streets of Rage. Because they were called J in Streets of Rage. But, you know, Streets of Rage, people remember it better, I guess, because it was, you know, more popular game on the home market. At least certain sections of fans remember it. Like, that's the one I remember the most. So to me, these guys are signals. Alright, so this guy's mad. Not that it matters. We're not worried. We're not worried. Yeah, gotta just scare kids on the way. Anything here? Oh, I can't pick up the trash can? Okay, well, we can't pick up the box. Alright, more enemies to fight. Oh, okay, that's a new enemy type. And that was a new enemy type. Ooh. Whoa, okay. I did not know they were shoulder charging me, but Twitch reactions come to the rescue. Ow, okay. Stifle their movement a bit. Use the items here, yep, use the boxes. Bit of environmental damage. There you go, Jam. Oh, you would be called Jam. You're just as annoying as she is. Yeah, if you're listening and you don't know which character I'm talking about Jam from Guilty Gear. Known for being very acrobatic and very, very loud. Yeah. You might have noticed a mechanic there. Her health bar was empty, but since I didn't knock her down yet, that doesn't count as a KO. Oh, there's a mouse popping out of there. Okay. You'll see me on the roof, so to the roof we go. Rainy showdown on the roof. Good vibes. There's Kim. Why aren't you playable? Obviously, we're not going to be able to get her up. Yeah, there we go. Super Simon Lee. Exactly as Scott imagined him way back in the day, but I guess in this game's canon, he's real. Talk to the fist. All right. What's he got? Don't tell me he's a flying enemy. Okay, he's staying out of the way until we beat the minions. I guess that's why this is called High School Memories, because it is basically... Oh, that was a genocide encounter! That was Woogel's anti-air! What? Oh my god. Obviously not nearly as powerful, otherwise I would stand no chance against these guys. Well, okay. That guy just gathered up a spirit bomb and launched it at the ground. He would be a Dragon Ball reference. Optic Blast! Alright. You know Scott Summers, though. Right, decent bit of damage there. We've still got cronies showing up. Oh, he just summons them, okay. Get them out of the way. Oh, right, I should remember that. Okay, decent bits of damage going on here. Ah, I got trapped into it by the enemy over there. Bosses respond after blocking. Assist. All right, invincibility frames on the assist. Okay. Blocks both ways. That's worth knowing for the bosses. Okay, gotta be careful here. Okay, snack to the rescue, but I won't have another one. Okay, he is wilding right now. Gotta get him under control. Is that it? Got him. That started out smooth, but I kind of made a mess of it towards the end. Sure thing, Simon. That's a good obsession, Simon. Retro gaming is very good. Kim's face right there is perfect. Like that absolutely disgusted look that she's specialized in. It looks excellent. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have Kim as an assist now. I wonder what she does. Kim rocks out, boosting your defense. I think I still prefer the stunt team. Can we talk to him? Can I punch him? Nope. Pick up these last bits of cash. Let's get out of here. That was a cool little segment, like nostalgic for people who remember the story. I agree, Kim. I don't think high school was that great either. I will not, Kim. I'll try. This was High Park, right? Yeah, there we go. I should have... Wait. Julie's here, right? Yeah, we can get some food from her. I should put something to go, because that definitely saved my life earlier. This food's pretty cheap, so we might as well just use it to buff some stats. More agility. Wait, the video store. I forgot to get the rest of what's there. Lisa Miller. It almost feels like because they're aware that she's appeared so little across, you know, the extended universe of Scott Pilgrim, that, you know, they're just cramming her into whatever scenes they can. All right. Okay, that's an extra 8 points for strength and willpower, which is awesome. Our stats are looking really, really good right now. And I'm guessing we'll be able to get equipment that also, like, amps up those bonuses even further. Is your level... Hold on, let's see. 27, 23, that's 50. And 41 is 91. So your level is just... the sum total of your stats, and then plus, yeah. Okay, that's a weird way to call it a level, I guess, by conventional gaming standards, but hey, each game functions on its own rules. Alright, so I'm gonna assume this is where we're gonna find Kim's drums. She is the band's drummer. Ah, here he is. Haven't seen him in a while. Alright. Gonna handle him better this time. He has an actual string dash. Like, the Sonic references with this character go, he uses a barrier from Sonic the Fighters. That is a Sonic the Fighters barrier. Okay, that's some decent damage. I'll try to run so that when I hit him, I do more damage. Alright, that's his gut points done. Yeah, I've got that thing that drains guts points. That might be why I haven't felt too much threat from bosses, because I keep draining their resource. Okay, he's gonna block. Got him that time. No more story scripted fights for you to win this time. I guess that's not going to be the last of these. Good workout, Metal Bro. And when I remember Chris Evans' performance as this character in the movie, he was so excellent as Lucas Lee. Like, and that was before he did Captain America, I think. Might be confusing my timelines there. Julien. Yeah, that's definitely Julie. Move thine. I skipped before completely reading that, but barely caught that, and I'm glad I did. No need to be rude. That's kind of a way of like, a lava bubble. If only thou hadst the key. Alright, so it seems that you know, for each character we save, there's going to be an additional boss to fight. More these Sappos. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't trying to talk to you, Julie. Okay, yeah, bit of button overlap getting in the way here. That was a bit annoying. Oh, you've got a Belmont Morningstar? I'm taking that. But he doesn't whip it like a Belmont. That's a shame. I thought they would put in that animation, but I guess with everything else they have to do. Alright, Heart Amulet. Oil up to prevent getting grabbed by enemies. Do I have space for that? Wait, where do I... Oh, V-Sync's been on this whole time? Yeah, let's... we don't want lag. Where do you look at your equipment? Okay, there we go. Select button. We've got the Wallace plushie, which is necessary. Oh, we don't need the cabaret ticket, so let's go ahead. Damage received is sometimes nullified. Enemies drop level up items more often. That could be useful, though this looks like the prize here. Costing less GP, meaning more usage. Oh, perfect blocks. There are perfect blocks? Oh. I did not think that would be a gap there. Squire Neal. Okay, so this kind of exposes that Julie's just kind of role-playing here because, yeah. So I guess I gotta search for the key wherever that is, and it's telling me to go that way. Okay, it's all the way up there from Annex Alley. If there are enemies here, I might try to get some cash for the equipables over there. There was one popping out, and I've already run out. Too late! Let's go to Tricky D's and load up. I always... the more things change, the more they stay the same. Whenever I wanted to heal in Versus the World, I would always go to the Tex-Mex place and... you know, as I said, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Anamanaguchi knocking it out of the park, as they should. They're just so good at this. Their music is perfect for this look. Alright. Whoa. That's not the Cyclops I know, but I mean, that is what mythological Cyclopses, however you pluralize that, look like, I guess. Ah. Okay, yeah, draining his guts points. I think, like, I'm not entirely sure what it costs them for me not to let them have guts points, but it can only be a good thing that they don't have the additional resource there. I'm assuming at the very least that it can function as a second health bar halfway through the way it did in the original and the way it would for me if I get knocked out. That hasn't happened yet, so I haven't been able to verify that. But yeah. Big drop kick with a skateboard. Doing work. More willpower for us. Alright, this is the way. Arrows that say go, good old beat 'em up staple. Is this where we're supposed to be? It seems like it. Maybe. Oh, there's the key. And let's take care of this guy first. You know, the more I think about it with the guts point strain, that might be a reason also why I'm finishing off enemies so quickly. Yeah. I played Super Mario Brothers 2. I know how these things work. There were no swords in that game, though. Alright. Let's take this thing back to Julienne. Good thing the throwing the key isn't like sending it off the screen. That would be really annoying. Yeah, I'm trying to get some cash to be able to buy that item that reduces GP costs. Oh, what? Please tell me the key doesn't disappear from them. Ah! Of course it wouldn't maintain its position. So now we gotta pick it up from here again. Okay. No more messing around. We'll just walk it over there. Alright, now we want to go to... Yeah, we want to go to High Park and take it from there. Like, I've got indicators... Oh, Chiquito Gang again. Gotta be careful here, because these guys actually make me drop cash. They are just nickels, but... Oh, hey, Blue Dante. Got him. Oh, that guy's not done yet. Do it. Still a lot more left than I anticipated there being. Okay, so I've been kind of winging understanding the mechanics, but by the looks of it, is that if I hit an enemy enough so that they stand there dizzy, that they get stunned, that's when the finisher right there comes into play. Like the elbow for the quick finisher. Yeah, see? I guess how that's how that works. Curses! Okay, you're still here, right? Okay. I thought about going in to, you know, get some more stat food from Julie, but... Oh, okay. You hit the lock with the key. Of course. Alright, I wanted to get... that keeps taking me by surprise. I'm gonna walk in here and we're gonna get this thing. And we're going to do this. And since attacking restores GP on top of that reduced cost, it might be worth it to just really go ham on using these moves. Alright. Of course it is. We're always ready. Yeah. Oh, is he sad? Oh, he just keeps going. Whoa. Her style kind of reminds me of, what's she called? Like her armor kind of reminds me of Sylvie, Beautiful Joe's girlfriend, but her look kind of reminds me of, what was her, Penelope, whatever she's called, from the Wacky Races. I mean, she had her own show, but really, everybody knows her from the Wacky Races. Well, okay, so the flames coming up there is absolutely a reference to the industrial area level from Final Fight, the 4th level of the game. Oh, you're getting spun. I have to spin this guy. Yeah. Pick up that heart container. Yeah, see, did I remove the Wallace plushie instead of the cabaret ticket? No, it's there. guess I didn't fully drain that Cyclops' GP because he still had some, and he was able to get up and keep fighting, so maybe I did too much health damage too quickly. Baby G? Is that like a baby Gideon? I just imagine that line in Chris Evans' Lucas Lee voice. Not my first time fighting a baby. Come get it, kiddo. 2.3 years old. Okay. So that just foreshadowed one of the moves he's going to be using. Okay. Pick that up. It makes onions roll. Okay, just gotta be careful about that. When did I lose that much health? What? There must have been something he hit me with that I wasn't paying attention to while I was busy laughing at the onions. I guess I blocked the onions. Did I just keep taking block damage from them? Okay, got a lot of GP restores here, so I'm gonna use these. I thought I could spin him out of the air. Now, let's avoid the onions this time. Robot 02, the upgrade to 01, which is the one I have as playable. Okay, so yeah, there is a chance to armor and eat a bunch of damage. So that is something I'll have to watch out for later, that I don't accidentally trap myself into. Alright, just one more. Whoa. What is he doing? Oh! I would say he's firing ketchup, but one of those things is yellow. One of his guns is yellow. Okay. Okay, yeah, so the GP acting as additional health bar, coming to the rescue there. I have not handled these last couple bosses very well, if I'm gonna be honest. But we survive. It's all good. Alright. Canadian content. Dude, I've walked by that place a million times and never paid attention to the sign. Right on. More strength for us. Cover the GP. Hi, Julie. What you got? I mean, what else was I expecting from her? But I mean, isn't she already working here? But then again, I guess each of these little extra spaces is its own contained world, in a sense. Lord Burger combo. Not a real-life franchise in any way, is it? Alright, so now we want to go back that way, now that we have Kim's drums. But, if I'm assuming correctly right now, we're going to need to play the drums to get into the Canadian Content Studios, and there's probably going to be a tune or a riff like we've had with the Game Goose and the bass guitar. So let's go ahead and confirm that suspicion. Here's the studio. Oh, we could just walk right in. Co-op tips. Nice to see you too, Envy. Doesn't Lucas live here? Good thing we have a map pointer to tell us where to go in these kinds of situations. And And obviously we'll be back here, so we have to go to the beach area, going back to the main streets of Toronto. I kind of dig the idea that you only use stat up items instead of having an experience point grind to work on. It is essentially the same, but I kind of like the different application of the idea. Maybe I'll stop by the video store and buff stats a bit more. Let's go for vitality and agility. Yeah, wow, feeling super fast right now. It is nice that you still get to the crazy speeds you did in Versus the World. In the original game, it's true you could get super fast, but when you first start out, you are so slow, like unbelievably slow. And it makes the early game experience, honestly, pretty boring. You have so few tools. And that's another thing, you have, as far as I can tell, you have your whole move list unlocked out of the box here. So you have a lot of ways to do things and handle enemies. Woo! Okay, so there's the beach. And then we're gonna want to go to somebody who was around as long as he has. So naturally you go to the area that's connected with the Ice Age. Which is from much longer ago than 20,000 years. Is that right? Is my history correct there? I don't remember when the Ice Age was. Alright, decent bits of cash here. I don't know how I didn't really think of this. It was the caveman drummer right there. Yeah, we'll fight more vegans. Oh, enemies explode on landing if you throw them for the kill, so not as good for crowd control in that situation. I have reduced GP spending, might as well make use of it. Gotta watch those icicles. Having this on command is nice. This right here. Huge hit, big range, solid damage, knocks enemies flying so I can just kind of readjust. Look at that speed going to work. Oh! Okay, boomerang. Here's a skateboard. Can I get on? Ah, missed it. Yeah, it's better just bludgeon them with it, I guess. Yeah, just keep this chaotic mix of items and punches going. Does a lot of damage. Good stuff. Perfect replication of that rhythm. Perfect. New assist. Recognize them. It's been a while since I've read or looked at Scott Pilgrim stuff. It's a prehistoric version of this whole thing with the drummer. It's a prehistoric version of Crash and the Boys. Oh, I didn't look at what they do. Here's that, and here. Knocking down all enemies on screen. So I could take a stun or a knockdown. Let's try this. I haven't changed assist since we started. Yeah, let's try Crashing the Boys. I guess I have done well. Beat up some vegans. Speaking of vegans, alright, yeah. Don't want to waste too much time fighting these guys, especially since... I mean, I guess you get cash, which is the closest equivalent to getting experience points, since that's how you buy items to level up your stats. Yeah, let's get more, you know... Let's just keep throwing these GP costing moves as much as we can. Ow. Okay. That death kind of felt like Mario death, but I don't think it was an exact reference. Alright, let's use this turnip. Nope. No pipe for you. The weapon attacks can be a bit slow sometimes. But yeah, I don't think agility... It doesn't feel like my attacks are significantly faster. Or it might be... I need to, like, try one of the zero stat characters and immediately then try Lucas. How much money have I got? A decent amount. We can get some more stats here. Where is the video store? There we go. More agility, more... What do we do? What do we do? Hot fuzz. Alright. Midnight Run. The racing game, which, you know, wasn't about jogging whatsoever. Shadowface. What is Shadowface referencing? Let me think about that a bit harder. But till we figure it out... Wait, what? Let's see. Agility is getting pretty high. Let's get some willpower. Yeah. Army of Bones. Where are we going? Over that way. Am I supposed to feel threatened by that? I guess you do get a few forced fights here and there. Generally speaking, the game gives you a lot of room to, like, run around. Oh, that's a new enemy type. It blocks. Right. That kick. I know that kick animation. Thing is, I'm trying to focus on the animations here and kind of getting destroyed, so I gotta be careful. Alright, so can I grab these guys? Oh, you thought you were smart, blocking everything. Gotta wonder who the new boss is. Might be another character we recognize. How much cash do we have? Can we heal? Indeed we can. More Tex-Mex. Yeah, I know the vegan shop's right there, but I don't know. I just have a soft spot for Tex-Mex. Oh, we can't afford anything else. What am I thinking? All right, let's go. Keep one of these handy in case. Yeah, exactly. Did I lock myself into taking damage? Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's the usefulness of the special, I guess, the skateboard spinning lariat, that it's one of the only ways I have, or rather, I think it's the only way I have to break myself out of hit stun, which is really important. I don't know how much these guys hate vegans or if it's just a coincidence, but I have been beating up a lot of vegans since this started. Grabby Gracie. I don't think I've been grabbed by them yet. Alright, gotta go fast. Can I afford exactly 2? Yeah, let's pick up another stat point somewhere. More willpower. Get that GP up. Oh, that is it. Oh, I was going so fast that I missed my entry. I forgot that I'm supposed to be back at these studios. Alright, guess we'll be able to open this. Like I said, perfect replication. Black and white. Wonder who we're seeing here. Start the scene and find out. Oh. Yeah, sorry you don't get to cash a paycheck today, pal. Right, I'll be taking that. These guys are a problem. I've got to try to remember where that kick animation we're doing comes from. It's not Sabretooth from Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, okay, yeah. Gotta watch it. They can armor up when they do the Scorpion Spear. Alright, got him. Oh, okay. Not stunned enough to grab, but it's all good. Just gives me a little elbow, like, wake up. Just get rid of all. Here we go. Nice puns. Captor, because he captures you with the spear, I guess. That'll do it for the Cyclops. Big Man Maddie. So yeah, Knives is our hostage here because Matthew Patel is one of our playable characters. What time is it? Okay, 6:32. Got a gathering I'll be going to later to play some games with friends, but yeah, I just want to make sure I don't lose track of time here. This music is fire. Jin Saotome's Typhoon! Let's go! Alright, Maddie. Okay, he's blocking. Oh my god. Straight up, right out of Big Band's playbook. I'm going to assume the real one is the one that blocks. Never mind, I'm a liar. Why did that happen? Okay, a couple of fake ones. That's going to be the real one right there. Pretty direct reference to the Shredder boss fight from the original TMNT arcade game. Sniper one. Okay, getting low on health here. I was trying to anticipate his spin with my own. See if that would have gotten me out of trouble and allowed me to hit him first. But we beat him anyway, it's all good. Welcome back, Knives. get some extra agility. And also we get knives as an assist. I need to... Oh, so I guess speeding up that way was a way to kind of preview what she'd be doing as an assist. Alright, that's pretty cool. But I'll stick with Crushing the Boys because I didn't really get to try them. Knives as perpetually amazed as always. Okay, so is she gonna give me that riff? Or I have to find an organ first, so follow the map. Wait, is there anything to buy here? Yeah. This is something I can see myself doing once the game is... Wait. Does this actually give them new sprites? I'll try this. Oh, I can't just immediately change into it? Alright. Okay, well, I'm supposed to go that way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, 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 chill. Oh, a bunch of y'all just going crazy here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's all mad. No, she's dead. That'll do it. Alright, we'll switch it up. This gives me 2 stats. Honestly, I think... Yeah, this recovers a lot of health, so I think I'll just get one of these and go to the video store and get another big stat buff here. And we will do... I think our damage is fine. I'll just keep getting faster. Our agility is almost topped out. So is that... Does that top out at around 64? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's about 64. I haven't seen too many shops for stat boosting items yet. I thought that would be a much more prevalent thing. It's also entirely possible that I've just not been paying attention to store entrances. Ominous. Yeah, this is clearly meant to freak you out a bit. So yeah, this will probably take me into another fight. We pass through checkpoints all the time, so I'm not too concerned about... Yeah, this is... Yeah, let's see what kind of trap this is. There we go. I appreciate the little thing with making it look like an old school save point. Even though like it's the same shape as the event markers that kept popping up before fights. These guys barely drop any money. Yeah, see, that's why it's so useful to be able to do that on command and not spend too much GP for it. Enemies just decide to turtle you, can just knock them out of the way and deal with someone else. Desdemona. Okay. Floor's too slow there. I guess they can't block if their health runs too low. Alright. Smooth. They keep mentioning the new boss, who I assume is our ultimate antagonist in all of this. Sick. guess we're going in here. Is that? Yeah. Oh, so this is the actual new boss. Bone Bro. And Goblin. Alright. It might be that I've leveled myself up too quickly, but really none of the enemies have been... None of the enemy types overall have really been a big deal. Might also be that I'm not playing at the highest difficulty, but the way these games do higher difficulty usually is by buffing up stats, which makes enemies faster and hit harder. Not necessarily through like any additional design. And I'm kind of trying to just experience the story at my own pace and experience the world at my own pace here. So it's fine. Why can I not move him? I get that he was mad. That bomb would have exploded on me on contact, so good thing I jumped it. That'll do. Good. Control, nothing too scary. That's how we want it. On the other hand, the boss fights, I've come close to losing already on a couple occasions, so gotta learn to be more careful there. Alright, new boss. So we fought a baby Gideon earlier on piloting the Burger Bot, and now we're fighting Gideona. Only daughter of G-Corpse. Is she actually, like, she said the daughter, they said she's the daughter. So is there actually a whole... I don't think that's a reference I even need to explain. And I just realized that some Super Mario Brothers 2 enemies are hanging out in the background. If you look up there, like on the Gideon statue pointing over there, that's Phanto, the mask that would chase you in that game. And I forgot what those spark enemies are called, but yeah, that's those. Alright, Gideona. Alright, she teleports. Teleporting's... This Castlevania style music though. Managed to uppercut her by complete coincidence there. Of course, we got a Belmont Morningstar in the Castlevania-style area. Chicken. Okay, I gotta lock her down because I'm having trouble doing actual damage to her. Enemies keep showing up, so I'm not getting too comfortable here. Okay. I'm Sauron? Look. It's getting pretty nutty in here, and I can't keep track of everything that's going on. I want to be a bit more careful here. Okay, she launched the eye again. So she has a Taioken. Shake out of the use of all this stuff. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Oh, that's it. Oh, first loss. You do stay as you were. Yeah, I don't think I was paying enough attention to what she was doing with her attacks because I was so focused on the enemies. Alright. So it doesn't seem like... Casavania. I didn't look at the name of the location earlier. It seems like our stats are exactly where they were. We lost a bit of cash, but we are repeating this fight. And we do have our snack available, so yeah, we've been reset back to our most recent checkpoint. Still more. Gotta do a bit better on some of these fights here. Like, I'm doing okay on a lot of the enemies, but... Okay, so this is where... Almost worth seeing that again. Yeah, see, is there another checkpoint nearby here? Wait, oh, that's Victorian Mobile. Yeah, so he's there for gameplay tips. Keep track of time. Okay, still 6:47. Okay, do I want to buy another stat booster? Oh wait, don't think I can afford one actually. Yeah, let's just go in. Let's just go in. We just got to play that fight better. Keep that over here, because that could be useful for fighting Gideona. Alright, good. Alright, I'll put that one down as well, because the Morningstar definitely did a lot of work last time. Somehow that explosion didn't hit me. Oh. Be careful here. Don't take too much damage before fighting the boss. Throws don't give you invincibility? Unfortunate. So that's my back attack. Okay, good start. Okay, watch for when she okay. So I want to be careful with when she reappears, because sometimes she'll just toss some projectiles into the mix. Okay. That was an unnecessary hit to take. Yeah, and with all these minions, it can be difficult to keep track of what's going on. We're doing alright so far. Alright, what do we got? Grab that chicken. Stay healed up. Okay, she's gonna do that again. There we go. Yeah, that thing really messed me up last time. But yeah, as long as I keep an eye on what she does. So many enemies. I just start riding the shell. Drop kick her out of the air. Let's pick up an item here. Oh, great, we can stop projectiles like that. Is that a bunch of momentum carry? Okay, gotta be careful with that. That thing did a lot of damage last time. Juggle her? Okay, one hit. Come on, get me on axis. There we go. Vengeance achieved. Okay, so as I expected, as soon as I saw, like, that baby G is part of that. I'm gonna guess that if you play as Gideon, he is more referential towards this stuff, like more direct in, you know, establishing that connection, but yeah. I'll find out if I end up doing a Gideon run. There we go, another instrument. I didn't immediately recognize the area I'm supposed to be going here, but we'll find out. Then the good thing about fighting a lot of enemies is that was a lot of cash, which means a lot of stats. Distillery district. Okay. So this feels like a... Not sure if I'm going to call it here. No, we can go a bit longer. Oh, we're fighting Cyclops just out on the streets now? Yeah, I remember having more trouble chasing these guys down before we upped our stats, so that's got to be doing work. Oh, very nice foot soldier style entry, straight out of the TMNT arcade games. Yeah, shopping area. So we'll heal up here. Up those stats a bit. Now, since we're that close to maxing it, let's do this. Max out the level of, okay, yeah. So we've maxed out agility. Yeah, one of each, why not? Strength is pretty close to maxing out too now. Especially since the healing item I've been using buff strength even more. But I've got to figure out this thing with equipment because there is no way... I'm trying to remember where I even bought all this stuff. is it? Yeah, these are badges, so... Rating parking meters, being a very good citizen here. Was it here? Okay, yeah. Like, there's some decent stuff here, but still, like, the total amounts... I guess I could stack some of these to get, like, plus 10 in some stats here. I would need a lot more than $1.90 Canadian to do that, but... For now, let's keep going. Distillery district. Okay, so we're going to the warehouse from there. What are you? Alright. Crush you, wreck you. Okay, this thing has armor. Okay, so you wanted to whiff first. Pick up a hot dog to heal. More vitality, always good to keep getting more stats. I can ignore agility boosting food now. Yeah, let's keep bumping up the GP. Alright, so whatever's going on with Stills, he's gonna be over here in the warehouse. There's Joseph. And if Joseph's here, that means Stills... Steven Stills, right? I forgot everybody has to call him by his full name. Old Railroad song. Wonder if there's a reference there. Back to the shopping area? Okay. Vegans cannot catch a break. Oh, hi, Lisa Miller. It is very nice how much they're trying to make sure she appears as much as possible. Neil's favorite would be the hot dog stand. Under control. So whatever's going on is supposed to happen here. How much money have we got? Not much. We're in the destination area. And something tells me that I just didn't pay attention to whatever Joseph said. That's supposed to give me a clue as to what I'm exactly supposed to do, but also starting to get a bit tired. I want to maybe rest up a bit before heading over to the gathering I'm going to. So, you know what? I think this is going to be a good spot to call it for today. As we level up, I'm feeling the game's mechanics kind of working together better because, you know, the quicker you can do things, the easier you can see their benefit. And I'm kind of liking... I like the direction they went with this iteration of the game, that they kind of went with, you know, only being able to buff through stats, no direct level ups. Having your full moveset unlocked from the beginning, I think, is the best change that they made from the previous game and the River City titles. The River City Girls titles, I should say. And I think it's doing this game a lot of good. Music's great, graphics are excellent, pure retro mastery by Tribute Games as usual. It's been a pretty fun second session here. I don't know how much longer is left in the game, but based on the number of band members we're supposed to be getting, I mean, the missing characters, we've got Kim, Neil, and Knives rescued already. We got Stills coming up next, and I remember the band being 4 members. And based on how much the map is filling out, I think we're starting to kind of maybe progress within the second third of the game, maybe going into the latter third. I could be completely wrong. It's just my wild guess on how much is left. So we'll see how that goes, but that'll be all for today, and I'll be back within the next couple of days probably with another session of this game that I'm definitely enjoying a lot. So until then, see you next time.